All right, here is our adding and subtracting matrices and scalar multiplication. First slide. A matrix is an array of numbers, and it's enclosed in these brackets right here. Okay. In these positions, they all have what they're called. This is a 2 by 3 matrix. It has 2 rows and 3 columns, so that's where it's named rows and columns that way. 8 is in the first row, first column, so it's in the A11 position, 1, 1. -2 is 1, 2. 3 is 1, 3. And here are your positions when you're having to name where something is. Okay. Matrices can be used for equations when you have matrices of the same size. Adding and subtracting require that the matrices be identical size. For instance, right here, these cannot be equivalent. They cannot be added or subtracted. This is a 2 by 3. This is a 3 by 2. They do not match up. The rows are not the same, and the columns here are not the same. So they are not able to be added or subtracted. These are both 2 by 3 matrices, and they are equivalent. You have exactly the same things, you have the same number of places. So you can set up equations here all the way through. 2x equals 12, be your first equation. Solve that by dividing by 2, so x equals 6. -7 equals -7. 8 equals 3y minus 1. You add 1 to both sides, 9 equals 3y. Divide by 3, and y equals 3. 0 is the same as 0. 9z equals 45. Divide by 9 on both sides, and z equals 5. -20 equals -2w. Divide by -2, and w equals 10. So when you have the same size, same number of entries, you can set equations. All right. These might have something set up for like a linear system. 8x minus y equals 18. And y minus 4x, I'm going to switch that around so it matches, -4x plus y equals -13. You do have one that makes it easy. 16x equals 20. And 12 is 12. When you divide by 16, x is equal to 5/4. Okay? So it'll make it easy for us to find our y here. We're going to substitute that in. 8 times 5/4 minus y equals 18. You could also substitute it in. -4 times 5/4 plus y equals -13. Either place you want to do it will work because the x and y are the same in both equations. So 4 goes into 8 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10 minus y equals 18. When you subtract 10 from both sides, you'll get -y equals 8. Divide by -1, which would change your signs, and y equals -8. So you have 5/4 for x and -8 for y. Okay. On 6, scalar multiplication. Just like you talk about the scale of something like a map, scalar multiplication blows up or shrinks the matrix. All you're going to have to do when you have a number out front is multiply that number by each entry. So 8 times 3 will be 24. 8 times 4 will be 32. 8 times 2 will be 16. And 8 times 6 will be 48. It retains the same size that it started with. It's just blown up by a factor of 8. So this one down here, everything is going to be divided by 3 because it's multiplied by negative 1/3. All the signs will change as well because of that negative sign. So 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2. 15 divided by negative 3 is negative 5. 9 divided by negative 3 is negative 3. 51 divided by negative 3 is negative 17. Negative 33 and negative 3 give you 11. 24 divided by negative 3 is negative 8. Negative 18 and negative 3 is 6. 3 divided by negative 3 is negative 1. And 45 divided by negative 3 is negative 15. Now the Desmos calculator will also let you multiply these things out. You can look at that video and put these right into the matrix calculator. If you're doing this by hand, we're just going to multiply everything on this one by 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 0, 6 times a negative 4. 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. And 6 times 9 is 54. So there's your matrix there. Okay. And we've got adding and subtracting the matrices. As long as they're the same size, you can also add and subtract them. You just add the ones that are in the same location or subtract the ones that are in the same location. So negative 3 plus 1 will give you a negative 2. 8 plus a negative 5. I guess I should put these out for you. 9 plus 5 here. And negative 2 plus 0 here. So that's going to give you the negative 2. 9 plus 5 is 14. 8 plus a negative 5 is 3. And negative 2 plus 0 is negative 2. And that's the one added. Subtracted works the same way. Be careful of your signs. 3 minus 2. 1 minus 0. 4 minus 5. 0 minus 3. 2 minus 1. 1 minus 6. So that's what you're going to put together in each entry place. And we're going to end up with 1, negative 3, 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And 1 minus 6 is negative 5. So there we go. Okay. This is also another way you may see these problems written. Find A plus B if A is this and B is this. So that means that you would write them 6, 2, negative 7, negative 12, plus 4, negative 5, 2, negative 6. Since they are the same size, you would be able to add them up. 6 plus 4 is 10. Negative 7 plus 2 is negative 5. 2 plus a negative 5 is negative 3. Negative 12 plus negative 6 is negative 18. There you go. Might also find 2a minus 3b. So you would actually have a 2 out front of the A and minus a 3 out front of the B. Okay. So, that would give you 12 4. 2 times negative 7 is negative 14. 2 times negative 12 is negative 24. Minus 3 times, well, we'll do the minus and then I'll just do 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. So when you're putting them together, 12 minus 12 is what goes here. Negative 14 minus 6. 4 minus a negative 15. And then negative 24 minus a negative 18. That sign would change, and those signs would change. So you would have 12 minus 12, which is 0. Negative 14 minus 6, which is negative 20. 4 plus 15, which is 19. And negative 24 plus 18, which is negative 6. And that's how you work it.